what I'm talking about here is important, so I'm gonna say it. We're talking about Roe v. Wade. It sucks. It's very unfortunate, but I just want to talk about it for a second. So President Trump got elected. The president chooses who becomes Supreme Court justice.
Yeah.
They fucked over Obama. He had a chance to pick one. They said fuck. They fucked him over and kept him from picking a judge. So that's one lefty, Democratic judge we didn't get, and then Trump got 3. So now it's 6-3 Republicans versus Democrats on the Supreme Court. So and they vote 6. So and the Republicans will almost always vote for whatever they want. So it's always going to be 6-3, 6-3. They recently just made it so that police don't need a knock warrant. Just for it's complicated. Anyways, it mostly affects states around the border. They can just barge into your house, say "fuck you," we're looking for immigrants. Whatever fucking excuse they need. And the Roe v. Wade shit's fucked up. Every conservative I ever talked to said, "Oh, they're not gonna overturn it. They're not gonna overturn it. No, you're crazy." Blah blah blah. But you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. They will come after gay marriage. They will go after contraceptives, and they're already going after contraceptives, right?
And that's not right, because there's a lot of there's young teens out there having sex, and they
don't care. They don't care.
They need contraceptives.
They don't care. They just don't want women to have sex. They want to control women. That's what it's all about.
100% effective, and they don't care.
You're right. They don't care. Just remember that. They don't care about you. They want to control women. That's what it's always about. It's always been about that. This is why I was telling you before. It's so important to vote, because if more people had voted, this wouldn't be a problem right now. And this isn't a perfect solution, because Democrats are lazy pussies who don't do enough. But if you like I said, if you give conservatives an inch, they'll take a fucking mile. If we would have voted, if I didn't vote, and I regret it. I should have voted for Hillary. I chose just not to vote. That was a mistake. And I hope other people in the future will learn that and vote, preferably for a Democrat. At least Democrat over Republican, because Republicans, they're literally taking our rights away, and all Republicans are doing are pretending like our rights are getting taken away by the left. Just because gay and trans people want to exist, or we want stricter gun laws, nobody's coming for your guns. Shut the fuck up. So yeah, I mean, I'm sick of it. I used to be like on a fence sitter. I used to be like, oh, okay, I'll like okay, maybe there's some good points on both sides. Maybe I need to listen to both sides. The right, they've been wrong. They're wrong on like every single issue. I can't think of anything that they're like right about. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of pretending like oh, we need both. We don't. Republicans, I'm talking about Republican politicians. Republican people, like Republicans and Republican voters, are victims of propaganda and among many, many other things. I feel bad for them. They are a product. They are of their propaganda. They are victims, and they need help too.
Well, so much for this place being a free country. We can't even have contraceptives.
I know, it's fucking crazy. So don't get me wrong. I'm talking about the Republican Party, Republican politicians. They just need to get old and die off, and fuck off, and like just stop holding us back. You're going to lose. Like, even if this rise in fascism continues to build, fascism always fails. It is self-destructive. It will implode in on itself. I want to avoid getting to that point. I want us to fight back. We need to go out and vote. Even protest. This might be. I mean, I don't know what else I could do. If you can protest safely, then, and you feel passionate about it, you should protest. Call your congressman. I don't know. Fucking harass them. Not really. But you can email them, you can mail them, you can call them, and you can say, "What are you fucking doing? Can you please do something?" We might not have to worry about it in Oregon.
Yeah. Anyways.
Peace Ocean. But yeah. So that's my rant. I'm pissed. I'm tired of pretending like Republicans don't want us all to die. Like they don't give a fuck. And to some like in some scenarios they're active, like they just actively want us to die.
No, I think we can't.
They want homosexuals. They just want the whole LGBTQ community to not exist. And what they're doing is it's essentially it's genocide. Not like a Holocaust like Nazis, internment camps and stuff, but they're trying to just like make it illegal. They're trying to make LGBTQ not exist, and that is a form of genocide. I'm tired, man. I'm tired of it. But that's why I have like I should be doing this rant on the podcast channel. But yeah.
The reason why they're like this is because religion ruins everything.
I don't think that's completely fair to say. Religion doesn't help. But there are plenty of people out there who are religious.
But that's the whole reason why they don't want gays and trans.
That's not true. They're bigots and they use religion to justify it. Like some people I know who are like uncomfortable with gay people and trans people, and they're like, "Oh well, my religion, yada yada." It's like you're just using your religion as an excuse. There are plenty of people who use their religion to accept gay and trans people. They're wrong. You could twist and turn any religion into like basically whatever the fuck you want. Religion's cringe. There's no evidence for any of it. It's just a bad excuse to promote bad ideas. These bad people and these bad ideas will exist without religion. But religion, like 9 times out of 10, bolsters the bigotry. That being said, it'd be cool if, like, one day we could all just not be religious. Then at least they wouldn't have that excuse anymore. Because it's just a fucking terrible excuse, man. Like, it's such a bad argument. Bad arguments frustrate me to no end, and religion's like the worst one.
You can still be a spiritual person, but not,
whatever that means.
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know.
I mean, like spiritual, like whatever you want to call it, man. Like,
but just don't shove it down people's throats.
Right, I agree. You could practice it in your own home, with your own congregation or community, but just don't infringe on other people's rights. All right, babe. I love you. I'm gonna finish this chapter.
All right, I just thought maybe that's.
I know it sucks.
I let you know that's fucked up, and people should have a right to know about that.
Lots of people, everybody already knows.
I know.
They leaked this information months ago. We knew it was coming. I was kind of hoping and like secretly hoping that like the backlash would change, like make them change their minds.
Did they not send us ballots for this?
What?
Did they not send us any ballots for this?
No, they don't have to. That's the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court.
It's making a decision.
They have the power to do this. That's why we need term limits on the Supreme Court. Because what happens is the president will appoint Supreme Court justices. They serve for life. We have Supreme Court justices, who are serving for 10, 20, 30, 40 years or whatever. Way too long. We need term limits.
You see, I'm not worried
like
about
12 years or something. I don't know.
I mean, like, I'm not really worried about us, but I'm worried about, like people's children's children having to deal with this.
Half the states in this country have laws ready to go to start. They're already they're on it. They're oppressing women or people with wombs. Anybody with a womb. That includes like non-binary, trans men, cis women, and anything and everything in between. People with wombs are fucked. They don't care about you. They just want to control you.
It's not right.
We need term limits on the Supreme Court, for God's sake. So yeah, we can blame Trump for this one. The Republicans in general, the Republican Party, they've just continued to they're becoming more open with how they really feel, and they've been showing their true colors for the last few years. And even during the Obama administration, some of them were just being low-key racist, some just openly racist. But then with the rise of Trump, they knew ooh, this is our guy. He's gonna get it. We're gonna win because of this fucking lunatic, this bogus buffoon is our guy. The country loves him, so we're all gonna bend over backwards. They don't care. They'll they'll murder children in the streets if it gets them a fucking vote. Like Trump, you remember what he literally said? I can just shoot somebody and nobody will care. I'll get away with it. Those were his words. It's fucking psychotic. I can't believe people still support this guy after January 6th.
I know, I still see people wearing 2024 Trump hats.
I don't get it. That they do not. Anybody who still supports Trump, they don't care about democracy. Because he still won't admit that he lost. He still says the election was stolen. It is not completely 100% his fault that January 6th happened, because there are people who exist who peddle misinformation. You got your Tim Pool, I think, was a big one, and maybe Steven Crowder, but those people exist. Trump, on that day, he contributed heavily. It is I could fairly say it's his fault. He even tried to cheat. He tried to get Georgia. He tried to I don't know what the term is, but he tried to persuade them to come up with 12,000 more votes. I just need 12,000 votes to win. I need you to find them. It's what the fuck are you talking about? He tried using fake electorates he tried to steal the election. And while lying about it being stolen from him.
Not true.
I just can't believe it. That you have to be delusional to continue to support Trump. You have to be delusional. I can't believe.
Want to keep supporting a monster.
I'm just so disappointed that people still.
People are always saying how so disappointed they are in their government, when they really should be actually disappointed in their president.
Well, you should definitely be disappointed in your government. Republicans are psychotic and Democrats are giant pussies. There are lots of good things the government does, and there's lots of people who work for the government who are great. They're doing their job and they're helping us out. our politicians are
No.
either psychotic or pussies.
Psychopaths.
I just said psychotic.
Oh, okay.
Same thing. Abbott, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Fucking psychos, dude. I can't imagine what the midterms. We'll probably lose some seats in the midterms, and we'll probably lose the presidency. I'm a little black-pilled on that. Like, if something doesn't change in the next couple of years, we'll probably get another Republican president. We'll probably get fucking Abbott or, Marjorie Titan Green. It sucks. Doomer pill. All right, I'm gonna work on my book. I love you.
I still have a cough. I wasn't trying to upset you or anything.
That's okay. I like ranting. Rants are
No,
good.
I just don't want people getting mad at you for ranting like that.
Oh, hi. Hunter, what's up?
Hunter,
You just missed my rant. I don't know. He's first time chatter. I don't think it's any Hunter we know. But you just missed my long ass rant. I love you.
Me too.
Good night.
Right.
I'm glad you're here. Any questions before I start? I'm writing too, but it's cool you're writing a novel. Yes. You can find it on Kickstarter. Yay!